Hi everyone, welcome back to Hana. Today I'm so excited to share this cute little crochet bag with you. It measures about 10 inches wide, 3 inches deep, and 6 inches tall, which is roughly 25 by 7 by 15 centimeters. The straps have a height of about 8 inches or 20 centimeters, making it super comfortable to carry. This bag features a rectangular base, giving it a nice structured shape while still keeping that soft, cozy crochet texture. It's simple, stylish, and perfect for everyday use. For this project, I'm using 2mm polyester cord in a blue color. I'll be using about 9 ounces of yarn, approximately 250 grams. That's around 2 skeins like these, and I'll be holding 2 strands together while crocheting. I chose this type of yarn because I want the bag to look sturdy and hold its shape nicely. Of course, you can use any yarn you like. I'm using a double-ended crochet hook, 4mm when working with double strands, and 3mm when working with a single strand. And you'll also need a few basic tools: a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, a stitch marker to help mark your rounds, and a measuring tape. All right, let's get started. First, we're going to make the base of the bag. We'll begin with a slip knot. And now we're going to chain 11 for the foundation row. This foundation will be the deep of the base, measuring about 2.5 inches, which is roughly 6 centimeters. If you'd like to adjust it, just make sure the total number of stitches is a multiple of 6 minus 1. I've finished my 11 chains. Now here is the first chain from the hook. For row 1, we're going to skip the first chain, then make 1 single crochet into the second chain. Now continue making 1 single crochet in each of the next stitches. We'll have a total of 10 single crochets for this row. I've finished my first row. Now chain 1, turn your work, skip the chain we just made, and continue making single crochets across. I'll be making 37 rows for the base of the bag. It measures about 10 inches wide, which is roughly 25 centimeters. If you'd like to adjust the width, make sure the number of rows is a multiple of 6 plus 1. I've completed my 37 rows. Now we're going to crochet 1 round around the base. We have 10 single crochets in each row. Since we made 37 rows, there are small spaces between each row where we can insert our hook. That gives us 36 side spaces. First, place stitch markers at the 4 corners of the base. These are the first and last stitches of each row. Now, make 1 single crochet right into the first corner stitch. Keep the stitch marker in place. Next, make 36 single crochets into the spaces between the rows. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continue. I've finished my 36 single crochets. Including the first corner stitch, I now have a total of 37 single crochets on this side. Now remove the stitch marker at the second corner and make 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Lay the yarn tail along your stitches to keep it neat and hidden. Next, make 8 single crochets, 1 into each stitch. Then make 2 single crochets in the next corner stitch. Continue with 36 single crochets, then 2 single crochets in the next corner, and then 8 single crochets. I'll meet you again after finishing these 8 stitches. Now we're back at the first corner marker. Make 1 more single crochet into that marked stitch to complete 2 stitches for the first corner. For this round, we have a total of 96 single crochets. Now make a slip stitch into the first single crochet to close the round. And that completes the base of our bag. Now let's move on to the body of the bag. To begin round 1, make 1 single crochet into the next stitch. This will be the first single crochet of the round. Then skip 2 stitches and make a cluster of 5 double crochets into the same stitch. We'll call this a double crochet cluster. Skip 2 stitches again, and repeat the same pattern. Make 1 single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2 stitches, and make a double crochet cluster into the next stitch. Continue repeating this pattern all the way around. With a total of 96 stitches, we'll have 16 double crochet clusters in this round. I've finished my 16th cluster. Now skip the last 2 stitches, then make a slip stitch into the first single crochet of round 1. To start round 2, make 2 more slip stitches so we can move to the center of the double crochet cluster. Then make 1 single crochet into the middle of the cluster. In other words, into the 3rd double crochet of the cluster. This will be the first single crochet of round 2. You can place a stitch marker in this single crochet to easily identify it when finishing round 2. Now we'll continue working similarly to round 1, but the clusters will be placed in between the previous ones. Skip 2 stitches, then make a cluster of 5 double crochets into the single crochet from the previous round. Skip 2 stitches again and repeat the pattern. Make 1 single crochet into the center of the next cluster. Skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet cluster into the single crochet from the previous round. Repeat this pattern until you complete all 16 clusters. After that, continue to the next rounds the same way as round 2. Keep repeating round 2 until you reach your desired height for the body of the bag. I've completed 12 rounds of the bag body, and I'll stop here. Cut the yarn, pull it through, and thread it onto a needle. Skip the last 2 stitches, then insert your needle into the first single crochet of the round, the one we marked earlier. Pull the yarn through. Next, insert the needle into the center of the last double crochet of the cluster and pull the yarn through to create a clean finishing stitch. Then, weave the yarn tail into the stitches to neatly hide it.